Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 5 episode 1 reaction. So Danmachi is back and yes, I'm very excited. Season 4 was amazing. Definitely like one of the best arcs, especially the second part of season 4. And it was absolutely fantastic. It was like high stakes, like like stuff going on and just crazy, like really reminded me of season 1, like where everyone's like back in the dungeons and fighting. And yeah, and it was crazy, like high tension filled. And like and the payoff at the end, like like the ending and how like it concluded was like really well done. So it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to season 5. Let's see what happens, like what Belle has to face this time. And yeah, let us begin. So this is episode number 1 reaction. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Who? Oh, is it Sir? What's happening? Why is she crying? What? Okay, opening. Oh, damn. All right, the crew, and we have the other familiars. Whoa. Okay. Wait. So Freya will. Whoa. Are these Damn. So many things are going on. Whoa. Is Hester going to use her goddess power again? Right. So I can see. So Freya's familia will be involved a lot with this. We can see Otal and all the others from her familia. Okay. Oh, Lily level. Well, obviously, after everything that happened in the previous season. I hope Belle also leveled up. What? She's so, like, whoa. Damn. Yeah. Okay. I feel like everyone leveled up. I think she also leveled up. Yeah, there you go. You saw what happened in the previous season? It'll be surprising if someone didn't level up. Bruh. Yeah. Oh, okay, so they didn't level up, but they'll. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, Bell went through the most. Yeah, shouldn't he have leveled up? Worthy of ranking? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I see. Like the goddesses and the gods will. Hmm. No. Meowculus return. Damn. Okay. Nice. Yep, level 2. Oh, yeah. Well, exactly. I was gonna say you guys went there late. Hmm. Oh, okay. The phone shows up. Shrined on the pillar. Oh, so Hestia will be. Yeah. Oh. Well. Oh my God. I was wondering where Ryu is because we're not seeing her. Oh boy. No, there she is. Oh my God. Yo. Wow. Wow. Wait. Bill came over here. Yo. Damn. Okay. Oh boy. Damn. Yo. Calm down. Broke the whole damn. Oh boy. Hmm. Yeah, your face. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, Sid is there. The broom. Mm. Goddess festival. Oh, the festival. Mm. Damn. Oh, what the? We saw this girl in the opening. What the? Yeah, what's wrong with what? You come to the to my place and start insulting me? What? Oh, is she part of Freya's familia? That's why she's so pissed off. It makes sense. Like everyone in Freya's familia absolutely loves and adores her, while Freya's yep, while Freya has her eyes on Belle, so everyone hates Belle apparently. Yeah, Horn, Hern. Oh, letting anyone. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Yo, Harum is going crazy. Wait, Sid is from the Freya family? Wait, what is going on here? Wait a minute. Wait, am I missing something? Did they mention Sid is from the Freya family? When did they mention this? Oh, yo. Yeah, okay, here we go. I was thinking, am I missing something? Like, when did the. Um, didn't they mention that Mamma Mia was like part of Freya Familia's high ranking? So that's why I'm thinking maybe because of. I see. But no, still, I still don't. Why? Wait, really? Oh. Yeah. Wait a minute. Damn. I had a friend. Oh, that's why. Yeah, what is this? Damn, Rue's just. Wait, who? What the hell? There's four. What is going on? These are like Fair Familia members. What? This guy a Junie? Wait! What is going on here? Wait a minute. It's Sir Freya. She called her my patron. Oh my god. Oh, they're just they're revealing this just casually. What is happening? That is one of the craziest. Translate. Yeah. No, wait. Sit. No, wait. Yeah. But wait a minute. Why did they call Sid our patron? Okay, I'll have to like properly think about this later. Oh no. Okay. Nah, they're different. For a moment I thought like is Sir and Freya like the same person or something. She said that girl, so Sir is different than Freya. So I'm assuming they're like related or something because they look exactly the same. I just realized after watching the opening today. When they were set side by side. Yeah. Yeah, you think she's going to say, oh, just a prank? Wow. Whoa! Hello? Who the. Ay! Oh, it's from Freya Familia. One of the Freya Familia members. Damn! Yo, they're not happy. Bruh. Yo, is this even allowed? You're just attacking someone in the middle of the town? Oh my god! Yeah, well, I'm assuming he's like level 6 or 7 or something. No, 6, because Otal is 7, I think. The highest one. Yep. Heal the slave. What? Okay, I have to think about a few things now. Like, that's Freya, isn't it? Yep. Damn, what is this ending? Yeah, what is this ending? Bruh. Oh my god. Oh boy. This ending is crazy. Oh boy. Yep, Sajona Hana is singing the song. I was thinking, like, she's the one who usually sings the ending, bro. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there's still something left. Oh my god. Yep, so yeah, so they're like closely related. No, wait. Okay, I'm what is going on? She's saying like break free. Okay, they're different. Break free from the shackles of godhood. Are there like two gods of this familiar? Is she also a goddess or something? Okay, that is it. Okay, I'm still confused. What's going on? First and foremost, from the very beginning of today's episode, Sir was saying stuff like break free from shackles of godhood and stuff. At first, when she said that, it made no sense. I was like, what the hell is she even talking about? Then, suddenly, Otar was like, oh, like our patron wants to go on like a date with Belle Cranell, and everyone was freaking out. And I'm like, wait, our patron, like we saw that Cyr was the one who sent the letter to Belle. So I was like, wait, so like Cyr is actually like goddess Freya or something? Otherwise, why is he saying that? But then suddenly after that, a few moments later, they suddenly like talk about like, oh no, if that happens, like if we assassinate Bel Cranel, then Freya will like take his soul and like go back to heaven. So I was like, okay, so no, like Cyr and Freya are different. But why did they refer to Cyr as our patron? So that is why in the end I came to the conclusion that I'm guessing both Cyr and Freya are like goddesses or something. Freya is obviously goddess Freya. I don't know, like if Cyr is like a what do you call it? Like a alias, like a like a fake name, and she has like a different name, and she's like a goddess who's like in disguise or something. But then does that mean that Freya Familia has two goddesses? Is that even possible? Otherwise, and that is also why like Freya was Cyr was saying that break free from the shackles of godhood. Where's that part? What is the exact word that she used? Wait a minute, let me check. Here we go. Can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood? This statement in itself kind of points in the direction that Cyr is a goddess. Then, and also the fact that Ottal said that our patron, which obviously by our patron I'm assuming he's talking about their goddess. So it would only make sense that there's two goddesses of Freya Familia, Cyr and Freya. And I'm assuming they're like related or something, maybe like siblings or something, because now that I'm looking at them side by side, they kind of look the same. Their hair color and everything, even their hairstyle is very same. I don't know why this never occurred to me. We've seen Cyr from season 1. It never occurred to me that she looks so much like goddess Freya. I guess it's probably because they never came in the same shot. Cyr and Freya was like never came in the same shot ever, so I never really thought about it like that. But now that I'm looking at them side by side, yeah, the resemblance is extremely striking. But like that's why I'm saying I'm assuming like Freya and Cyr are like siblings or something, and they're both of them are goddesses, and I'm assuming this guild is supposed to be like both of them are like the goddess of this guild. But then why, if that is the case, why is Cyr outside in as a normal human, working in the god in the what was the name of their place, the goddess of fertility? Where is she? Why is she working over there, in like this, like if she's also like a goddess or something, like she's related to Freya, like what's going on with that? Like I have so many questions, good lord. This is like I don't understand, like what they just dropped it so casually, like suddenly they are like, at first and foremost, like Cyr suddenly said at the very first section of this episode that break free from the shackles of godhood, which made me so confused. I was like, what is she talking about? But then they suddenly dropped the fact that like apparently Cyr is like related to the Freya Familia, like one part of the Freya Familia, like Horn, that girl Hern, I think that's the correct pronunciation. She came to personally like give the letter, and like I was written by Cyr. So I was like, wait, what? Like, so Cyr is part of the Freya Familia, and all that stuff. And then suddenly it now seems like she's like, they're hinting like she's like a goddess or something. And at first I thought she was goddess Freya, but then obviously like in the final section we see both of them face to face, so obviously she's not goddess Freya. But then I'm assuming there's only one possibility left: the fact that she's hinting she's a goddess, and also the fact that Freya's also a goddess. There's only one possibility left, that is both of them are goddess of this guild, of their not guild, sorry, of their familia. And I'm thinking about it now, is that even possible? Is like two goddesses in charge of one familia, is that even a thing? Now I'm thinking about that. But there's definitely something going on. Like, Sir and Freya are somehow related. Definitely, she calls herself, like, she said shackles of God, goddess, uh, shackles of a goddesses. So that in itself proves that she is divinity or something like that. Um, so yeah, you know what? I have no idea. Like that, like I said, it was so casually dropped. I was like, what is going on? This reminded me of that Attack on Titan scene where freaking Berthold and Reiner, both of them are like, oh, you know what? I'm the colossal titan. I'm the armor titan. And just so casually and like, bro, what? Oh my god. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's so many questions I have. Let's just wait for it. This is crazy. I didn't expect anything like this happening in the very first episode. What the hell is happening here? Right. And there you go. That was yeah, that was the first episode. So today's episode, like the few important things, like I said, first and foremost, the whole situation with Sir confused me so much, and it kind of makes sense now. The very first scene, I guess it doesn't make sense, but still it makes sense why, like Sir in the very first scene said that, can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood? Can I need to validate myself and prove who I want to be. So okay, here's the thing. I think I'm correct. So basically she's also a goddess and Freya's also obviously a goddess. Both of them are somehow related, like they're maybe like siblings or something. And since she's also a goddess, that's why Ottar and everyone else also called her our patron, because she's also a goddess. So not only that, there's also another thing I think from this statement that Sid said at the very beginning, is that I need to validate myself and prove who I want to be. I need to break myself from the shackles of goddesshood. I think she's a goddess, but she wants to become a human. Something like that. I don't know. So yeah, it's probably that. Maybe because she wants to be with Belle, that's why. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess that's probably why. Because in a way, if you think about it, like this whole topic came up before as well. I remember, like Hestia asking this to have Hephaestus, that like, was it Hestia who asked it, or no, sorry, it was Belle who asked. Who did Belle ask this question to? That can gods, like, gods and goddesses, like, be together and, like, and with like a human. And I think, like, I don't remember who exactly it was, but that person told Belle that don't fear your goddess's love. Like, like love comes in a lot of forms. And so the fact in itself that your goddess loves you in itself is not a lie. So don't hurt her and don't run away from her love. Accept it. Something like that. And like, I think like that happened. So like, that's the thing. So in a way, I guess, like a god or a goddess's love for their children, obviously it can be like special like this, like romantic in nature, but at the same time, since they're gods and goddesses, their love is like something more like vast, and it's like a, I don't know what to call it, but it's different from two humans loving each other. So is that why Sir, if she's actually a goddess, that's what she's hinting from her dialogue, is that why she wants to become a human or something like that? You know what? Let's wait. I just have so many questions from today's episode, like the very first episode only. Like, good lord. And yeah, it makes so much sense. The opening also confused me so much because they were like showing like Sir, and then they were like showing goddess Freya, and then they were showing Sir and Freya side by side. You know, and now I guess it kind of makes sense after watching today's episode. Like something is up with Sir, basically. And it's crazy, like I said, I never even thought about it like this, because Sir and Freya, in a very clever way, they never really brought them together in the same scene. Since we never saw them together, we never really questioned that, oh, these two look exactly the same. Just that now that we are seeing them side by side, it's pretty damn obvious. They look a lot same. Like, like Cyr obviously has a little bit of difference, I can see, from Goddess Freya. Her hairstyle is a slight bit different, but it's mostly the same. Their hair color, like everything about them is like literally like identical. Freya's eyes are a little bit different, I guess you could say. Freya's eyes are more pointy. Cyr's eye is not pointy, it's more round, not roundish I said, but it's more like, yeah, it's not like, narrow, or it's more filled up. Her Cyr's hairstyle is also a little bit different, but that's probably because her hair is short. Freya has long hair, that's why it's probably a little bit longer, and the hairstyle is a bit different. But their hairstyle is also kind of similar. Both of them have like a, like a little thing over here. The only difference is their eyes, I can see, and obviously their personality. So there you go. So it never occurred to me like, damn, these two look so same, because they were never shown in the same frame, in the same, like, like a scene. Also, surprising thing here as well, which we never got to know up until now, but they revealed it today. Hestia herself said that. Hestia says, I never met Cyr. Which makes so much sense now that I'm thinking about it. So Cyr deliberately never showed up in front of Hestia, because obviously if Cyr is a goddess, Hestia would know immediately. That's why she probably ran away every single time. And the interesting thing here is that every other character that we have seen, like, not every other character, but most characters that we have seen, Hestia do know about them. About Eyes, who else? Ryu, all of these characters. Hestia, I guess, not directly, but they know each other. Like, Hestia knows, like, them. She has seen them. The only person that Hestia mentions today, like Hestia hasn't seen, is Cyr. And it makes so much sense why it wasn't like coincidence or anything that she like Hestia wasn't able to see her. But I'm assuming Cyr deliberately ran away from Hestia, because she knew that from the looks of it, from today's episode, if Cyr is actually a goddess, then that means she deliberately ran away from Hestia, because if Hestia saw her, I'm assuming Hestia would immediately recognize her or something like that. So yeah. So I do wonder why is she like working in like a in the Hostess of Fertility. Yeah, that was the name, not Goddess of Fertility, Hostess of Fertility. I think that was the name of the thing. So why is she working over there? Like she was working over there from before she met Belle. So it's not as if like after meeting Belle she decided to work over there so that she could be closer to Belle. No, she was there from the very beginning. So there must be a different reason why she's working there. So yeah. Also, like I said, I never thought about it, but as far as I can remember, Mamma Mia said that she was actually connected to no, she was connected to the Loki family. Wait a minute, I'm confusing stuff now. No, wait. Oh god, I'm forgetting now. Was Mamma Mia connected to the Loki family, or was it the Freya family? I think it was revealed in season 1 or something. It's so long I've forgotten. But they, like, either of it. It would make sense if it was Freya Familia, because then it would make sense. That would mean that if like Mamma Mia's connected to was like a part of the Freya Familia, that would mean now that she has opened like this Hostess of Fertility, Cyr is working here, and Cyr is part of the Freya Familia, and she's like one of the goddess or something. A lot of things would connect now. It would be like a lot of things would make sense. But like I said, I cannot really exactly remember which familia it was that they said Mamma Mia was a part of. Was it the Loki familia or was it the Freya familia? Let me know. I've forgotten completely. Right. Anyways, so there you go. Now that was that. Also, we see Cyr kind of like, telling Ryu that, oh, I want to, go out with Belle, that whole thing. And Ryu had to, just... Rue wasn't able to say anything over there. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit, underhanded, I would say. Like, she just told Rue that, oh, I like Belle. and which is true. Rue knows about it, but I don't know. I just feel like that was a little bit underhanded. Like she just, you know, yeah, that was a bit weird because Sir usually isn't like that, but I guess now that she's seeing that Rue is like really attached to Belle, and like, so Sir probably was like, oh, I have to do whatever possible, yeah, to make sure that I grasp this chance or something. Yeah. Also, right, the middle part of the episode, I wasn't able to concentrate. I'm going to go through the scene by scene because of that crazy, like like reveal at the middle of this episode where Otal was there. This part. But we actually meet a lot of the Freya family over here. There's four similar, like I'm guessing they're all like twins or something, like brothers. I don't know. They look exactly the same, these four, like like characters. Then we have Otal, then we have this dude who we saw fighting Bell at the end. Then we have this dude who's a complete chuny, it looks like. And then we have this guy with the ears who I've seen before. I remember seeing him in, I think, like the, was it season 2, the Ishtar Familia arc, that whole season. I remember seeing him. So these are all like Freya Familia's members, like high-ranking members, I'm assuming. So, like I said, this part, here we go. Our honorable patron, Lady Sir, to be specific. Like, this part really confused me because obviously he calls her our honorable patron. So I was like, wait, it's Lady Sir? So, like, what's going on? Sir is Freya or something? Like, what's going on? But yeah, then they kind of clarified it later on that it's not that Sir is Freya, but Sir is also a goddess and she's connected to Freya somehow. And obviously, since she's also a goddess, it seems like she's a goddess. That's why I'm guessing Otal and everyone else respects her as much as they respect Freya. I'm assuming, and that's why everyone was like, oh, what do we do with this Bel Cranel? And then when one of the Chuny guy was like, oh, we get rid of him, we assassinate him, they're like, no, we cannot do that, because if that happens, Freya's going to leave. And this is something I remember, like like I think I read somewhere in like some like place in like some like Danmachi video or something, but someone mentioned that Freya would have, if Bel dies like somewhere in this like show, then Freya would actually leave Earth. She would leave like this place, the world, the immortal world, and she would go back to heaven with Bel's soul or something like that. So obviously Loki Familia cannot really allow that. So not Loki Familia, sorry, Freya Familia cannot really allow that. That's why Otal is like, no, we cannot do that. So now I don't know, like then in the end we see this freaking guy comes and beats Bell up, and then he's like, oh, come with me. So what was that about then? Like, oh, what does he want with Bell? I have no idea. Like they literally established that they cannot really do anything to Bell, but then the dude comes in and just beats him up, and he's like, come with me, no question asked, no questions asked. Yeah. Right, and that was today's episode. Oh, and then in the final scene, obviously, we see Sir asking Goddess Freya that, oh, like I want to go with Bel, and Freya's like, okay, then like if the so Freya here says, gives her a condition. She says that if Bel gets to know the truth or something like that. What is that part? If the boy figures out the truth about you, which I'm assuming like that Sir is a goddess, that is the truth, I'm assuming. Then it ends immediately and you never get to see him again. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, this is crazy. So basically, if now that we kind of know, or it is hinted that Sir is part of the Freya family and she's probably a goddess as well. So like, what the hell? So both the goddesses from the Freya family likes Bel? That is wild. What the good lord. Oh boy. Yeah, and Freya literally tells Sid that, oh, if like something happens, if they get to know, she gets to know that he gets to know the truth, then you will never come in front of Belgranel or something like that. She says. Right. And there you go. That was today's episode. Okay, yeah, a lot of things to think about and a lot of like questions. Like I'm like, bro, what's even going on? But yeah, I think I have kind of a vague understanding of what's going on. So okay, like I'm going to like try to gather my thoughts here. So basically, a few things were revealed today. First and foremost, Sir is connected to the Freya familia. It there's like a 90% chance that Sir is a goddess, because there was two sections in today's episode where she literally said breaking out of the chains of godhood or goddess, like something like that she said. No, wait a minute, just a minute, let me go back just a minute. Wait, let me read that section once more. If this feeling is love or not, can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood? Yeah, that's what she says. Wait a minute. Let me listen to her. Let me listen if she's it is like some kind of a translation error or something. Megami no Kubikikar. Okay, you know what? Maybe there's a possibility here that there's like a translation error, because I think she says like from the shackles of the goddess. Like she said goddesshood, so that's why I was thinking that maybe she's also a goddess. Maybe she's actually talking about Freya here. Like, can I be freed from the shackles of goddess? Which, so okay, I'm not really sure. If this is a translation error, then that is like a would be a crazy thing, because I don't know. I feel like there's a possibility she's actually saying that can I be freed from the shackles of the goddess, while in the in the subtitles it's saying can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood. These two are extremely different. By the shackles of a goddess, I would assume that she's talking about Freya. So maybe if that is what it is, if this is like a translation error, but then that would mean that not necessarily Sir is a goddess, but Sir is actually under the shackles of the goddess, which is Freya, and Freya has some kind of a control over her and something like that. But if the translation and if the subtitles here is what she is actually saying, then that would mean that she is a goddess as well, because she says, "Can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood?" So let me know if this is just like some kind of a translation error or something. Because these two are very different. Like these two, like meanings. So yeah, you know what? Let's wait for it. I'm still not really sure. Like, yeah, but if the if the subtitles are actually what she's saying, then that would mean she's also a goddess. So I was correct. That would mean, or it's just that Freya has some kind of a control over her. Not necessarily she's a goddess. Again, at the ending scene as well, she says the same thing. Wait a minute. Let me read that part again. Okay. I want to know, is what I'm feeling love? Can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood? Again, she says the same thing. That's why I have decided to take the plunge and submit entirely to my impulses, even if that decision flies in the face of divine will. I have no choice but to tackle this head. Nah, you know what? No, I don't think this is a translation error, because, like I said, in the middle part, Ottal himself says that our patron, which at that point at least she was talking about Sir. I don't think she's going to mention Sir as our patron if she's just like someone like like in the familia, like a normal human. She must be like a goddess. Otherwise, why would she? And why would everyone freak out like that? You can see everyone was freaking out at the fact that she's going on a date with Belle. So yeah, you know what? Scratch that. Yeah, I doubt that is a translation error. Because that would be such a crazy translation error to make. So yeah, she is definitely talking about like goddesshood. So she is a goddess. And yeah, like you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it would make no sense. Why would all the Freya family members freak out so much? But the fact that it's not like Freya's going together with Belle. It's Cyr. Unless and until Cyr herself is like a goddess of the familia, and they respect her as much as Freya, it would make no sense why they are freaking out. So there you go. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she is also a goddess, like who is probably connected to Freya. Maybe she's like Freya's sibling or something, like younger sister or something. And both of them are like part of the familia, but Freya's the one who's like the person who's like there at the top, while even though she's also a goddess, she's just there. And because she's also a goddess, just like how everyone respects Freya, everyone in the family also respects her. That's why when the information came that Cyr actually sent this letter, everyone like freaked out. Also, that would also make sense why Herne was so pissed off as well. Because I'm assuming Cyr is a goddess, and she got pissed off at the fact that a goddess, especially their familiar goddess, got so pissed off. That's why she got so pissed off that a goddess from her familia, who she also probably respects as much as goddess Freya, is going along, going on a date with a mere mortal human being, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Well, anyways, but let's just wait. I think we'll get our answers. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, 80% sure that Cyr is also a goddess. That is crazy. Right. Yeah, and so there you go. So like I said, okay, so now let's bring everything together. Let's gather my thoughts. First and foremost, there's an 80% chance or 90% chance Cyr is a goddess. She's part of the Freya familia, and all the Freya family members respect her as much as they respect goddess Freya. Obviously, they probably prioritize Freya's orders first and foremost, but they definitely have the utmost respect for her as well. So that is why Herne was the one who sent the letter, and everyone reacted so much when they got to know Cyr has asked Belle out. Also, there's a possibility that Cyr wants to break out of this goddesshood. That's why she's saying like I need to confirm if this is love or not. And not only that, that is why in the end Cyr went to Freya and told her that I want to go with Belle, and Freya's like, fine, do it. But if he gets to know your truth, you'll never be able to meet him. This truth being the fact, I'm assuming that she's a goddess. If Belle gets to know that, or something like that, I'm assuming. So yeah, there you go. That's what's going on. Now, like I said, these are all, a few of them are kind of speculations, a few of them are things that I'm guessing from the little bits and pieces of information that we got today. But it would make sense if that's what's going on. Okay, anything else to think, kind of gather from all of this? No, that's it. That's it. So a lot of things have been indicated today, a lot of implications. Don't really know if that's exactly what's happening or if something else is going on. So let's wait and watch and see what's going on. So I'm sure we'll get all our answers little by little. Yeah, and there you go. That was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, okay, this scene now kind of makes sense. I'm guessing this is Cyr, you can see Cyr is in a garden full of flowers, red flowers, and she's crying. And okay, I think I understand what's happening. So this is probably like a scene that they're showing, and how Freya said that you'll never be able to meet him if your identity gets revealed or something like that, if he gets to know the truth. I'm assuming that happened actually, and she is not allowed to meet Belle anymore, and that's why they're showing this scene. And she's saying that I think back on the times when I delivered his lunch. So yeah, I'm assuming that's what's happening. So something happened probably, and Belle got to know her identity, something like that, or got to know the truth, and now she has been barred from meeting Belle again, and that's why she's crying over here. And she's thinking back on the times when she delivered his lunch. There you go. Seeing the smile spread across his face made me happy. Then there were times when he would be talking with other girls that I started to feel a little jealous watching him laugh it up with people aside from me. There were endless examples like that, and after all this experiences piled up, I became smitten with him. Now I want to know what I'm feeling is of. Can I be freed from the shackles of goddesshood? I need to validate and prove who I want to be. Yep. So yeah, like I said, this is kind of hinting that she's a goddess, and she wants to break out of that or something like that. She wants to become a mortal or something. I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyways, that was that. Yeah, so that was the first scene, which made me so confused, obviously, but the confusion started piling up little by little as we watched more of this episode. And then in the middle of the episode, I kind of realized that, oh, she's probably a goddess or something like that is going on. And the final scene as well kind of proved it, where both, like, I think like I was up until the very end of today's episode, I was convinced, or I was almost convinced that Cyr is Freya. But then, like when Cyr and Freya came face to face, I was like, okay, so it's probably not that, but it's probably that she is also a goddess and she's also part of this familia. And since both and Freya and Cyr are goddesses actually, and they're probably related because they look very much similar to each other. Okay, either way, so yeah, so then after that we get to see Hestia bringing out the level up, like, things. Like everyone leveled up, or not, most of them leveled up. So Lily leveled up. Obviously Lily's very surprised. Lily's like, wait, who leveled up? And Hestia's like, you, I'm talking about you. And Lily, it took a while for Lily to realize what happened, and then she's like, wait, I leveled up, which I guess it makes sense because she's a supporter. And like, I'm assuming she never really thought that she ever would have leveled up because she never really fights, or something like that. But yeah, no, and I guess, like, not only that, I think someone mentioned this to me in one of the previous seasons, that I'm guessing it's not necessarily like fighting that you need to do that would make you level up, but you need to accomplish something like crazy, like remarkable. For example, in season 1, Belle fought the Minotaur, and like that, and after that he leveled up. So something crazy you have to like accomplish. So not necessarily you need to fight and like that's only how you can level up. No, not necessarily. So I'm assuming since Lily did a lot of things in the previous season, and she was one of the biggest reasons why a lot of them were able to win. She was like the brains behind everyone, and she was like like a temporary leader for them. I guess maybe because of that she leveled up or something. Because she didn't really fight or anything. But yeah, she did accomplish something crazy or something extraordinary, which made her level up. And yeah, it would make sense because, then otherwise, all the supporters who support, how can they level up? Because they never really fight, so they would never level up, that would mean. But no, I guess everyone can level up, but they need to accomplish something extraordinary, And yeah, so Lily leveled up. And not only that, Haruhime also leveled up, because we all know Haruhime went above and beyond, and we saw what has happened. Right. And Lily, at first, Lily was like, oh, like, yeah, I leveled up. This is my time now. And she was very happy because, obviously, like, Haruhime was level 1 as well. So she's now thinking that, oh, Haruhime is level 1, I'm level 2, and she's like, she's like very proud about that. But then when Hestia revealed that Haruhime also leveled up, she's like, bro, like mentioned this before. Like, I got excited on my own. Because she was saying like, oh, I'm going to teach Haruhime how to, like as a like a level 2 person, I'm going to teach the newbie, which is Haruhime, everything. But then Hestia's like, nah, Haruhime also leveled up. Yeah, so these two leveled up. Bell also probably leveled up, but as they ask Hestia, Hestia's like, no, I'm not going to level him up because, of the situation. Okay, Mikoto and Welf didn't level up. Who else is there with them? Now, we don't really know anything about Aisha and everyone else. I think they mentioned Cassandra and, what was her name? Diane, I think, yeah. Both of them also leveled up, I think they mentioned. Didn't they? I'm going to go and check that section. Aisha, I don't think Aisha leveled up. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Also, Rue, we won't even be able to know if Rue leveled up or not. Rue definitely leveled up, but I doubt anyone will realize that, or not realize, but anyone would see that, because Rue's goddess, Astrea, like goddess Astrea, she, unless and until she comes and updates her her status, Falna, I think that's what they call it. Yeah, she cannot really level up. But we do know that her goddess is still here in the mortal world, I'm assuming, because I think in the end of the previous season they kind of mentioned, or they kind of hinted that Lady Astrea is somewhere here, and she was like writing Rue letters or something like that. I think it was kind of hinted in the end. So who knows, maybe if someday Rue meets goddess Astrea again, maybe she can update her levels and help her level up or something. Right, because Rue definitely leveled up after all of that, just like Belle. Right, anyways, yeah, but as we see, like Welf and Mikoto does say that even though they didn't level up, they their status increased. Oh, Chigusa and the other dude, I forgot his name, they they also like fought a lot, like. Yeah, so when they're like, oh, are you not going to update Belle's status? Hester's like, no. And she's like, think about it, Belle reached level 4. It's too early for him to rank up. You have no idea how much stress it causes me to deal with all those jerks in Danetas, who always tries to stick with the super awkward aliases. Right, so okay, so I'm assuming she doesn't want to level him up, because I guess she'll have to go back there again and think of another title, I guess, because for now he's called Rabbit's Foot, I think, yeah. So she'll have to think of another name, I guess, and she doesn't want, because we saw what happened in the previous season. It was pandemonium, like it was chaos over there, like since obviously Belle is like the rookie who's like so quickly like leveling up, all the gods and goddesses' eyes are on Belle, so everyone went crazy. If you remember in the previous season what happened, like everyone went crazy trying to name Belle. Even Freya was like, oh, I'm going to name him like what did, like, I forgot what she tried to name her, but it meant something like Freya's husband or something like that. And Hester was like, what the hell? I think it was called Vanadi, like, or something like that. I forgot. Wait a minute. I cannot really find it, but it was something like that, Freya said. And Hestia got pissed off. Hestia was like, nah, man. What are you trying to name, like, Belle? So Hestia doesn't want to face that again. So she's like, nah, a little bit later. And yeah, either way. So all of this is going on, and you can see in the Hostess of Hostility, everyone's like having a little party. Mamma Mia's kind of mad, I'm guessing, because a lot of their all the girls they left and they went on the dungeon, that whole thing. I'm guessing they didn't really tell this to Mamma Mia. Probably, I'm not really sure. Anyways, but Lady Daphne and Cassandra, they both ranked up to level 3, as Lily says. Okay. Right, so all these things are happening, and this is where they're like, oh, like, sorry, like, so bad that Hestia, like, goddess Hestia wasn't able to come. At which Lily says that she is busy with, goddess Demeter's, what is this part? Timing was bad. The goddess festival is just around the corner. This is the goddess festival where Sid wants to go with Belle together. But they're holding a support rally for Lady Demeter soon. Okay, so support rally. Goddess Festival is a celebration where everyone shows their appreciation for this year's successful harvest, and obviously Demeter is, I think, like the goddess of harvest or something like that, as far as I can remember. It makes sense why Lady Demeter. Okay, but the four main goddesses who represent fertility have been enshrined on the pillars that are erected in the town square. Okay, four goddesses who represent fertility. One is Freya, isn't it? Who are the other ones? Wasn't Ishtar also like one of the goddesses who represented fertility? But Ishtar's gone now. She went back to heaven. Or am I making a mistake? Wait a minute. Is Ishtar like a goddess of fertility? I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, goddess of war and love. Like basically, she's basically Venus. So I'm assuming she's also like related to fertility. Freya is obviously related to fertility. I'm pretty sure about that. Love, beauty, fertility. Yeah. Hestia is the goddess of the home or the hearth, as far as I can remember. Hearth and home, family. Basically stuff like that. Who else? Demeter is the goddess of harvest, I think. Agriculture, harvest. Yeah. Who else? Goddess of fertility. Greek mythology goddess of. Oh, Aphrodite. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Demeter as well. Oh, so Demeter is also a goddess of fertility, I guess. Okay. Aphrodite, that makes sense. Anyone else? Hera. Okay, but Hera's not here. Because with the whole Zeus and like Hera, their whole their whole familia, as far as I can remember, got wiped out or something. Not wiped out, but something happened. From Danmachi Memoria Freeze, as far as I know, they had like fought with a dragon or something. I don't remember exactly. Like there's the whole lore behind it, but it was something like that. And Zeus and Hera, like the Hera familia was like one of the biggest familia, Hera and the Zeus familia. And a lot of things from Memoria Freeze I do know about, but I cannot really properly remember. Yeah, so these are the few ones. Like I'm pretty sure Ishtar is also a goddess of fertility, but Ishtar is gone now, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. Aphrodite doesn't. We still haven't seen Aphrodite here, have we? In Danmachi, have we seen Aphrodite? I don't think so. And obviously Hera, Hera's not here. Demeter, we have Demeter, and Freya, we have Freya. So there you go. Right. Anyways, okay. There's 3 days of the festival without break. Goddess have it pretty rough. Okay, basically all that is going on. Now you can see Ryu is kind of blushing and fidgeting, not trying to like kind of keep, not like look at Belle, and Sir is like realizes that, and Lily's like also what's going on, yeah. Anyways, you can see Ryu like goes and gives Belle her steak as well, but doesn't look at him at all. So I'm guessing, as we see later, like I'm guessing Lily or someone else probably told him to go and talk to Ryu and properly make up with her or whatever. So yeah, that's why when Ryu went in the back to take out the garbage, Belle followed her, and Belle's like, what's going on? Have I done something wrong? And we saw Ryu freaks out and almost flings him down and almost breaks his back. Right, and then they have a little conversation. Obviously Ryu tells him that don't worry, it's all on me, you have nothing to worry about, and yeah, so then they talk a little about a few things, and you can see that Ryu is keeping her hair long, and you can see Sir is just there watching all of this happen. So later the next day, yeah, so Sir confronts Ryu, and and you can see that Sir is like, oh, so you like Belle? And Sir is like, I'm here to just take permission from you, because I thought just going along with what I want to is not really okay in this situation, at least because you're my friend. And she said I want to go with Belle on a little, on the festival together with Belle. Is it okay with you? And like I said, I feel like this is a little underhanded of Sir, because she obviously knows that Rue will never be able to say no to her. And as she look at that, and as that's the case, that's exactly how Rue reacted here. Rue was like, yeah, like, don't worry, I'll be always be rooting for you. You're my savior, which is which is what happened. Like, Sir is the one who saved her, if you remember. And when everything that happened with their familia, that whole thing. Yeah, so that was that. And then the next scene we see, Hearn is here, and the first thing she says is basically insult Belle, and then she's like, what the hell, why is a person like you, like, just basically he kind of insults him, and she's like, here you go, and gives her him the letter and just leaves. So yeah, obviously from this point onwards it starts confusing me, because first and foremost, she, like, everyone says that, oh, she's she's from the Freya familia, and she is someone who doesn't have a second name. So here we go. She was granted permission to serve Lady Freya directly, like a personal assistant to the gods. Yeah, she doesn't have an alias despite being a high-class adventurer, which is pretty uncommon. Right. Okay, I've heard the rumors. Supposedly, Lady Freya flat out rejected anyone naming her. She said no one gets to put a label on her. Yeah. So most other adventurers have taken to call her nameless. Right. Yeah, so there you go. So that is her. And it makes sense why she was pissed off, because I'm assuming, since she is like the right hand, person of Lady Freya, like a personal assistant to Lady Freya, I'm assuming she probably, if Sir is also like a goddess, then of their familia, then that would mean that she also like has the same amount of respect for Sir as well. So that's why she was so pissed over here. But like I said, this part started confusing me here, because when they opened the letter, it was written that Sir has written the letter. So it started confusing me. I'm like, wait, Sir is part of Freya familia? And the fact that everyone just went along with it, I was so confused for a minute over here. I was like, wait, did they say this in the previous seasons that Sir was part of the Freya familia? Because I don't remember. Is my memory that bad that I completely forgot that they mentioned she's part of the Freya family? Because they literally doesn't address that at all. Like, everyone just freaks out about the fact that Sir asked Belle out, that they don't even ask that question. Hestia's completely freaking out. Harum has become unconscious. And and I'm for a minute I'm thinking, like, what is happening? Like am I forgetting something? Did they already mention that Sir is part of Freya familia? But then thank God Belle himself is like, I think it was Belle, wasn't it? Who mentioned that, wait a minute, like, Sir is part of Freya familia? Yeah, there you go. Belle is the one who addresses this, finally. And Belle is like, wait, so what's going on? Why is Sir's letter coming from the Freya familia's, personal, goddess Freya's personal attendant? Like, what's happening? Is she part of the Freya familia? And then everyone is like, oh, like, we don't know about that. I'm like, thank God. For a moment, I thought, like, I forgot that they mentioned it somewhere in season, like, some of the other seasons, that she's part of the Freya family, and I just forgot about that completely. But no, turns out, yeah, Belle is equally confused. Yeah, so but here, their explanation is basically that since Sir is someone who gets along with everyone, be it humans and gods and goddesses, maybe that's why she's also friend with Hern, and, and that's why Hern is the one who brought the letter to Belle. But it still doesn't explain the fact, why would Hern do that? And why would Hern be so pissed? Anyways, that's the explanation they give here. Obviously, we get to know later more about the whole situation as to what's going on. Either way, this is also where Hester reveals that she went and tried to meet Sir, but she never was able to, which is also a hint as we understand later on, that the most probable reason why she never was able to meet Sir is because Sir never actually probably tried to avoid Hestia deliberately, because if Hestia sees her, she'll probably realize she's a goddess or something like that. Yeah, either way, so all of this is happening, and while over there Sir is like talking about this with the girls, and you can see Rue is, kind of keeping to herself, very sad. Yeah. Now then comes the other scene, which was the part which again was like a shock to me. So basically Ottar is like, has called like a meeting, and he's like, where's that part? Here we meet the new characters here, like the four, not new characters, there's a few characters we saw before, but we didn't really know them properly. But we see those four, like, those four characters who look exactly the same. I'm assuming they're siblings. Then we see this guy, this Junie guy, who's like saying some weird stuff. Then we have the other elf dude. Hogni, that's the name of the Junie guy. And Otal here says, our honorable patron, Lady Sir to be specific, will be going on a date with Bel Granel. Yeah, so this part I was like, wait, she called him our patron, and obviously, by patron you are probably referring to someone who is like in charge of you, or who's like, you're like under them. So I was like, wait, Sir? How is Sir their patron? Is Sir like Freya or something? Yeah, but then also the fact that everyone's freaking out over here. So but then they reveal here when they say that, oh, like Belcran, should we just get rid of him? And then like they're like, no. Otal is like, no, we shouldn't, we could not allow that. That would make Lady Freya upset, and if he dies, his soul is going to go to, obviously going to go to heaven, and Freya's going to take and go back to heaven herself, leaving everything here. So ultimately they cannot allow that. It's kind of interesting because if you think about it like that, I guess the entirety of Freya Familia actually would want to make sure that nothing happens to Belle ever. Like, if somehow Belle dies, everyone's screwed. Like, literally. Like, because Freya's just going to leave. And their Familia will be just empty. There'll be no goddess in their Familia. So in a way, they also have a reason why they want to keep Bel Granel alive. That is crazy. Like, not only in this situation, but any other situation, if Belle dies, it's over for their Familia. The Familia will be just over. Freya's just going to end up leaving. Okay, so anyways, this guy, the guy with the cat ears or whatever, he just leaves, and he's like, nah man, this is just, I don't want to, yeah, right. And that's where that whole scene ended. So this is where I'm like, okay, so it's probably like Sir is also another goddess or something like that is happening, but she's like related to Freya or something maybe. Either way, next we get to see Belle is like walking, and she's like, he's thinking like, it's like Sir making a joke, is this going to be like, oh, it's just a prank, that kind of situation. But then Belle is like, no, Sir is not a person like that, she's only going to do something like that. But while he was thinking all of that, suddenly someone came and attacked him, and and you can see this guy, he fights him, and like obviously defeats Belle, but you can see Belle actually kind of held together, like like held himself together there. Also, Belle probably would have been able to fight a little bit better if Hestia updated his status. He would have been level 5, I think. Yeah, currently he's level 4. So maybe he would have been able to hold a little bit, better. But I'm assuming this guy here is probably a level 6, because as far as I can remember, Otal is level 7, and he's supposed to be like the highest level or something. Anyways, so then Belle sees him and calls him Hildesleif, Hedin, Seland. So his name is Hedin. Right. Anyway, so then he's like, obviously, like, it's not that he's going to, he's trying to kill him, because we all know, we established this already. In no way can they kill Bel Granel. If they kill Bel, Freya's going to just take his soul and just leave into heaven. So I'm not sure that's what's going on. but he's like, come with me. So I think he's like abducting him. Because if you cannot kill him, what else is like option is left but to just kidnap him and just like, I don't know, like just confine him somewhere. I think that's what he's doing. He's literally kidnapping him and confining him somewhere. Bro, crazy. But he's like, come with me or something like that, he says, and that's where it ended. And then the final scene where we see like Sid says the same thing again, like, I want to confirm if this is love. I want to break free of this goddesshood, and that's why I need to, like confront Freya. So she confronts Freya and tells her that I want to, like make a wish. I want to go with Belle to the goddess festival. May I have your permission? And obviously she knows that Freya also adores Belle, so that's why I guess she wanted that permission. Either way, Freya's like, oh, like, yeah, okay, you can go, but if that boy figures out the truth about you, then you will never be able to meet him. Do you agree to that? She's like, yes. Then she's like, good luck. That's where it ended. So yeah, today's episode discussion became a bit long because I had to think about a lot of things. So yeah, I'm still not really 100% sure if this is exactly what's going on, but from the looks of it and from the hints that we are seeing here, I think they're trying to hint that Cyr is a goddess and she's connected to the Freya familia. It's pretty obvious, as we see, she literally talks to Freya. But I'm still not 100% sure if she's a goddess, but she says stuff like breaking from the shackles of goddesshood, which kind of like points towards the direction that she's a goddess. But then if she's a goddess, what is she doing in the Freya familia? Doesn't Freya familia already have a goddess, which is Freya? And that's why I came to the conclusion that she's also a goddess and Freya's obviously a goddess. And even though she's a goddess, she is not really in Freya's position. But because she's a goddess, she also has the same amount of respect that Freya has. And all the familia respects her as much as they do to Freya. That's why everyone reacted like that when they got to know that Cyr is going out with Belle or something like that. So that's the conclusion that I came to. I might be completely wrong, so let's wait and see. So there you go, that was it. That was the first episode. Crazy way to start the first episode. That was absolutely insane. I was like, bro, what is going on? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This was the first episode of Danmachi season 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another next episode of Danmachi. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.